Well, Al, you've knocked North Ferriby off the top of the table. You've got yourself a point away from home and a clean sheet, and you nearly won it today.
I could have won it in the last couple of minutes. I thought he might have buried it himself, but he looked up and saw Christian in a better position, which was a good decision. Unlucky, just didn't go in. But I'm really pleased with him today because that was a proper resolute, gutsy, determined, full of character performance, and we haven't had that recently. So to come here, especially with these flying high. It was a rough game, it was a rough and tumble game. There wasn't a lot of football played in that, but there was a lot of pressure put on everywhere, all over the pitch. But I'm very pleased with him. I couldn't ask for, I asked for a clean sheet. If I got a clean sheet, I'd be happy with the result, and that's what we got.
You'd said to them before the game, no fouls, no crosses. There were certainly no crosses coming in. There was a foul near the end. Did you have your heart in your mouth there?
Oh well, we did well with the crosses, you're right, but we conceded far too many fouls, and with their style of play, there's lumping stuff in our box and little spills, and it's a goal, and all hard work goes down the pan. But fortunately, we had two centre backs today, two full backs that were really strong, committed aerially and on the floor, and in open play, I don't think they ever looked like scoring.
Got to mention one of the fullbacks, Carl Jacobs, returning from injury today. I know he's not 100%, but you wouldn't know it to watch him today.
No, you wouldn't. Fair play to Kyle. He's come in after a few weeks out with a poor injury, to be fair, and he looks as though he hadn't been away. To be fair, and he gives other players confidence because he's a big player for this club, and we have missed him.
It was important, wasn't it, that he played today? Because I looked at your bench and it was so young and so inexperienced, with the exception of Nicky Platt, and no real game changers on there. I knew you were thin on the ground today.
Yeah, I don't think we could have made many subs today, particularly in a heated battle like that. I mean, that was just a tough game, and I think anybody that we put on would have took 20 minutes to get into the game. So I wasn't for putting any subs on today, and Kyle did himself, justice. And but I don't want to single out one player because that was actually a resolute team performance, full of character, full of determination. As I say, we haven't had that in the past few games, but I'm very pleased today that we've come here and got a clean sheet, and maybe gained a little bit of confidence out of the result.
In fairness, on the one or two occasions when they did get through, Ian Ormson was in terrific form today. He made some excellent saves.
Yeah, we've a lot of players have had the knocks and little bits of disappointments and poor performances every so often, but when it's needed, we have certain players come up with the goods, and Ian came up with the goods again today. Good hands, good punching today, at least coming, and committed. Better communication than we've had off him, and fair play to him. He's learnt from the last few games and had a good performance.
When you come to the league leaders at any level, it doesn't matter who you are and where you're playing, you're away to the league leaders, it's going to be tough, you know that, and you're going to have the ball coming in your box, you're going to have shots to contend with. You knew that when you came here, and when you look at the profile, we were talking a lot in the week about the profile of players, you can see how they've got to that level, can't you? Is it the kind of thing that you're aspiring to now?
Well, two parts to that. They're powerful, they're a powerful side. And this league is the sides that are doing well in this league. They've all got big profiles, and I think we have to seriously consider that. And some of the players that I've been speaking to actually fit that type of bill. The hard to handle, the tough, the uncompromising. So it is a commodity that I think has to be brought into county. However, I just think we matched that today. We've shown that we've got a little bit of. Just a better competitive edge and a bit of a stronger mentality, and as I said a few weeks ago, we might have got rolled over there, but that was a tough game. That was a tough game, for all the players, and it's great to see the fans, with positive comments again at the end of the match.
I noticed that. I mean, a lot of them were shaking your hand, and a lot of them were speaking to you. What are they saying to you at the final whistle there?
Well, they were actually referring to they're all digging in for you, and they're putting the bodies on the line, and I think that was quite a good summing up from from quite a few of the fans. So, and then we had a good turnout again from them. And I've just got to pat them on the back because they've had a rough time the past few weeks, but they come here, and I think a lot of people they'll look at that result and they'll think, oh right, we've steadied the ship a little bit, and now we have to push on. There's a few more points to get before I'm satisfied. But some of the players, all the players today did themselves justice, and they did the club proud today.
And as you talk there about benchmarking against big sides, a bit strong sides, you've got another one next weekend, of course, in Brackley away from home, and that'll be an equally tough test.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be much different than that game. I think all the games we've got now are going to be blood and thunder, because there's quite a few of them scrapping for points. And looking at the results today, there's still one or two open edges for clubs to fill. So it's going to be a tough game. But I think our lads would have gained a lot of confidence out of that today. A lot of character rebuilding has been done, and every credit to them. And they've done really well. And I'm proud of them today.
Just finally, Al, how hard is it when you look at these closing games now to keep the players motivated? Because I guess there is a risk that one or two of them might be thinking about the sunbed and the beach already, and I don't know if that's fair perhaps, but you could understand it if one or two of them did. How do you keep them motivated and keep them going like they've done today?
Well, it's part of that is down to them. We've got to keep on top of it. We've got to say the right things that we feel are the right things in the dressing room, the right things at training. But a lot of it comes from the character of the player themselves. Sometimes you can say what you want, it won't go in and it don't get absorbed. But today, I can't fault any of them. We knew what we set out to do. We came with a game plan. If we'd have come here to soak stuff up, the result might have been different. But I think they were caught short a little bit by the formation that we came with. And I don't think they could. I thought it was the first half. Actually, we were a better team.
Well, wasn't the biggest tribute to you in that second half when they changed their form? They brought a sub on, didn't they? And they changed to match you.
Yep, and we said that in the dugout. The first 15 minutes they didn't know what we were playing, because there was all sorts of discussions going on the touchline. But fair play. I think 0-0 was a fair result. They put a lot of stuff on top of us today. At one time I was looking to have a pilot's license to, to view the football being played. But
well, was that because they couldn't get crosses? Because you'd stop the crosses. Is that why they were just doing that and banging the big ball over the top?
I don't know. I got stiff neck though. I got a mega stiff neck watching that. But as I say, I'm satisfied today.
Yeah.
We've come here. We've got the result that we've got a clean sheet, which is always important to me. That is very, very important, and that's the standard we set for the rest of the games. Disappointing in a foul count. You can't come here and give that many fouls away, but we got away with it today. We still have to tighten that area up.
It's a great point today. Well done, mate.
Thank you.